Hey, lovely sexy hobby people. Right, so let's build a Drake guard, shall we? So I've already done some sub-assemblies because you don't want to see me repeating stuff twice. So I've already built a wing, I've built up a couple of the legs. I made the mistake of gluing all the neck pieces together, but these are literally just two halves. You just put them together and glue them. And so on and so forth. So I have got the windows open because it is quite warm here today, so I do apologise if there's a lot of noise. But the first thing I'm going to do is the wing, and the reason for that is I want it to go off and be set before I glue it to the main body. So I can hear a siren. I'm hoping it's not going to come down the road. But yeah, it's a nice warm day here, August 2024. Nice warm day. And I hope everybody is having a nice day where they are. Right, so we've got obviously the main part of the wing, and this wing differs from the other pairs of wings that we've put together in that you get this extra piece that needs to go in there. With this, I found it's good to pop it in and then just go over the gap with some extra glue to just help blend that in better. Okay, and that's the wings. So that's the pair of wings. These wings are going to be upright, so they're going to be that way. Right, then let's crack on, shall we? Now, legs. So these back legs, they're this main claw. You get to add in a couple of claws because moulding them otherwise would have been quite flat. So injection moulding has its limitations, and that is one of them. And then you've got a little single claw which is going to attach about there. Just going to add in a little bit more glue. Okay, so that's the back leg, and then this leg here I just need to add this front leg. I just need to add like that. And the other two legs are pretty much the same. Now, body. So the body goes together like this, but you need to place in a item. You need to place in one of these, which is the cup and slot for the socket that's on top of the flight stem. So these will only go in one way, and they are keyed. You get a choice of two, and I'm assuming that that choice is going to give you slightly different pose options on the stem. So glue it in first. There's a little tab on that piece, so glue that in first and then come in and do this. Now I'm going to glue this together so I get just a little bit of bead of plastic, which is going to help seal that seam line. And then I can go around and just do the other bits as well. So that bit there. And then this bit here. And then don't forget to do the other half of your socket joint there. Now there's that, then there's this piece, which is the hind quarters and start of the tail. And then this top seam is hidden just underneath the crest of scales, which is pretty nice actually in the way that it's hidden there. But obviously you still need to just run your glue in. And then your tail attaches like so. Okay. Right, you have this little crest here which goes into the armour. And what you're going to do then is you're going to marry up these two ends, and they've done a reasonably good job of hiding the seam lines here, which I think is great. that's what we've got so far. Now, once you've made your heads up or your necks up, you can then choose which one you want. And I might actually do that at the end. So let that go off for a bit. So we come to the heads, and the heads essentially come in two halves. And the easiest way to glue these is literally just put them together. Run your glue in the seams. And with this top one, there's a little piece that needs to go in there. Okay. And then the bottom. Right. Don't need that. So, body. Right, legs. Legs are going to glue on. You can see the recesses where they go. I find it easiest to add the glue bottom end, and then come in and do your glue top side. Okay, like thus, like that, and same for this side. So, hind legs. Right, just be aware, okay, that you need to position your forelegs correctly. And these need to go on first. You need to put your forelegs on before you put your wings on. Because if you don't, you'll have a bit of trouble putting your forelegs in, because the wings sit where the top edge of the foreleg, the shoulder is, it just sits under the bottom edge of the wing slightly. So there will be some fit issues if you don't do that first. Right, so with the legs on, let's have a look and see what kind of neck I want. Do you know, I like this one. That one. And again, they've done a good job at hiding the seam of this along the straps for the saddle and the front of the armour carapace, or the top of the armour carapace here. Right, then you can choose your head. And your head, do I want it roaring or do I want it... I quite like that one with their mouth closed. So... like that, and that is our main body for our Drake. Now the stand just obviously gets glued to the base, and then you just slot it in underneath. So come to the wings, and this is where I said the wings will sit over the slightly sit over the top of your 4 legs there. Right, it sounds like somebody's trying to get into the flats. Hopefully they won't buzz me whilst I'm recording. So one, getting right to the bottom of my glue pot at the moment. I haven't ordered another one just yet, which I must do, but because of that I'm having to shake it to get any of the liquid cement onto the brush. Right, and there you go. That is your, oh damn, your Stormdrake. Come on, stick on. That's better. Right. That's going to go in like that. So that can be drying. Now the figure pretty much makes up the same way for both riders. So torso, front and back. Okay, glue the front carapace on. Then I'm going to look at just how these lower halves sit in. That will do, I think, that one. Now, there is a triangle on that which is supposed to make it only fit one way. Then I'm going to come in and do the tilt shield. just there. Then the legs. So 1, and 2. Let's just make sure you get around the right way. Okay. Right, now, don't need that, don't need that. I always make a point of gluing the head in last on miniatures where it's not already pinned in a particular angle. So that's that. Let's just check the clearance on that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to glue the shield on. Now, I've gone with lances. I could have given them swords. I think in the last video that I said it would have been nice if they had a sword as well strapped to them, secondary weapon and all that. The other thing I need to just clarify is that initially when I looked at the instructions, it looked like each Drake had a choice of 4 different heads, but it's a number of different heads and 4 different necks. But it actually, the way it is both Drakes have 4 different necks between them to choose from, and there's 3 heads. Right, so, and then your rider literally sits on like that, and that's it. There's your Drake guard and the other one, and that's it. Fairly straightforward, nice and simple. I like the poses, I like the dynamicism of them. There is some variation, there's not much, but there is some variation to get a little bit of difference. So yeah, it's all good, it's all good. Right, hopefully you'll join me in the next video. All right, take care, bye bye.